Chris here with Crisscross Crafts. Had a little corner in my shop where I stored all my garden tools. Well, that space needed to be used for something else. So come along with me and I'll show you how I solved that problem by moving all that crap out to the storage shed and a unique little system for making some shelves that are real functional, real strong, and did the job. So come along with me and I'll show you what I did.
Alright, so I'm going to build a rack out in my shed, and I've got exposed studs in there just like I do in my shop. So I'm really glad I held on to my little template. You might be thinking, what the heck is this? That's a stud hanger. What else would I call it? So how this thing works is this represents the stud, this represents the back of the sheathing, or the inside of the sheathing. So I'll set this thing upside down, and I will place one of my corner brackets. Basically this is 12 by 12, cut right in the middle at an angle. Then I place the stud or the shelf bracket inside. So this is actually this is upside down. So this will support the shelf that's going to be placed out there. So then I place another one here. I make sure this is butted back to this piece. Make sure these two are butted back to this piece. So if these are tight, and this is all pressed down, I can come in here and glue this, screw this, and when it's all said and done, pull it away from the jig, and I have a finished bracket ready to sandwich between the stud, and I can screw from either side, and I've got a shelf. So that's pretty much how this is going to work. I'm going to make up about, I don't know, 6 or 8 of these, and build myself a little shelf out there. Got to make room for the new toy. Anyway, that's pretty much how it's going to work, so let me just get busy.
So went ahead and got started, got all those things glued, nailed. You can see that jig is making quick work of that. I'll tell you, one of the handy jigs I've ever made, especially with all the shelves I added in my main shop. This came in handy out in the shed as well. So just knocking in a few, I think I put 1.5-inch screws in there. Now I'm out in the shed making my marks for my shelf, getting everything lined up, making sure everything's going to have a level line, and just start installing the brackets right on the wall. Make quick work of that. One right after the other, goes right in, no problem. And everything came out perfect.
Alright, so I got a shelf cut. I notched it out so it'll fit in that corner. And there will be my shelf. So that'll give me still plenty of room to come in, storage underneath. I may even come in here and build another shorter shelf. I don't know. We'll see what happens when I restock it. But I'll get some screws and lock that down. Thankfully, I have my screws organized in this Craig organizer container. I love it.
I really do like those Craig screw organizers. Those things are perfect for just about any shop. I use them all the time. Anyway, get the screws put in, 1.5-inch drywall screws, and everything worked well. Now, we'll load it up. You can see standard shed stuff, weed control, sprayers, whatnot.
Alright, so I needed to clear out some space in the shed to make room for some tools. I did have a tall plastic Rubbermaid type set up in the corner, but the shelves were saggy and I didn't like it. So this is my solution. I used a special stud straddling method. It enables me to use very minimal material and still get a very strong support system for my stuff. So got a big shelf up top, little shelf in the middle. I may add a third here, a little small one in the corner. I don't know, we'll see what happens. But this enables me to get all my stuff up off the ground and get plenty of storage, which is desperately needed for the toy that's coming. So anyway, this is a quick couple-hour Saturday build using the stud straddle method. And this is Chris with Crisscross Crafts. Till next time.